you doing? I'm Patrick with KDS Windsor, and we're going to talk about fan maintenance today. Things your maintenance staff should be looking at each quarter minimum. With a continuous drying kiln, you can only get in a continuous drying kiln at your quarterly shutdowns. With a batch kiln, you can get in it daily, but you still want to be performing these maintenance procedures that I'm about to talk about each quarter. So you want to go in and you want to clean off all of the ash carryover buildup that's on these fan propeller blades. I'm standing in a kiln that's just in the commissioning process, so this is nice and clean, but as time goes on, you will have buildup on these fan blades that you need to clean off, and if you don't clean off that buildup, it will cause excessive fan vibration. You also want to check your tip clearance of your blade within the housing. Make sure that you have good tip clearance. If you have more tip clearance than what you need, or if you have wear down of the blade, then that could be causing airflow issues, which is going to affect your drying times. So once you've checked those two things, make sure that your fan propeller blades aren't touching the housing, aren't rubbing at all. When you go to, if you have to replace any of these propeller blades, like let's say your tip clearance is really bad and you go to replace these, you want to make sure that you go back with the correct handed blade. So I'm standing in front of a right-handed blade, and in the main drying section of our kilns, we alternate the fans, left hand versus right hand, with direct fired system. With our steam kilns, we actually have all right-handed fans. But if you change it, you want to make sure that you go back with the correct handed fan, and then we will torque these propeller blades to 30 foot-pounds. If you replace the hub, we torque that to 25 foot-pounds. And then we recommend going in and doing a hot torque after it's been running for about 24 to 48 hours. We're going to talk about maintenance of your fan bearings. So I'm standing in a continuous drying kiln, the main drying section, so we have an all steel fan tube. In our energy recovery section, we have an all stainless steel fan tube. But your maintenance staff needs to come up and inspect these grease lines every single shutdown to make sure that the grease lines are good and the grease is in fact getting to the bearing. This is especially important on a continuous drying kiln because you do not have access to these three inside bearings other than each quarter. So when you're greasing your fans every 2 weeks, if you have a break in a fitting or if you have a break in a grease line, then you're going to dump that grease out and it's never going to reach your fan bearing, and it's going to affect the life of your bearing and in return your fan maintenance itself. So if you have any more questions about fan bearings, or you need replacement fan bearings, or you need replacement grease line tubes, then please reach out to us at 828-891-8115. Thank you.